Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Beyond the Scales, Sardines, Unveiled. We've got some really exciting stuff this episode, but before we get into it, we have some more serious topics we have to talk about. Episode 1 is not doing nearly as well as we were hoping it would.
You have not liked, you have not subscribed, you have not hit the bell. It's a little disappointing, I gotta say.
It's really not that hard.
We had to get rid of the couch, we had to get rid of the kitchen equipment. Our copy of Our Nation's Fail.
You know, we have expenses. We have real expenses. We've got rent, we've got hot water, we've got electricity. And those expenses, they're not getting smaller. If anything, they're getting bigger.
Scott, real quick, is that a carp jersey?
Yeah, I love the Deans. Thought I'd wear something fish related and.
No, just to clarify for the fans, that's the Hiroshima carp of the Nippon Baseball League, right?
Yes, that's correct. Out there in Japan, it's tough to follow. And I'd really love to go to a game one day.
Have you guys been?
Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. The carp? What is this? That's the carp?
This is the carp.
That's it?
This is right here. Well, it's the team name.
They're not really...
They're a big baseball team. It's both a fish and a team.
Oh, okay.
Like the Yankees.
Just like the Yankees.
What's a Yankee? Guys, I don't know much about Japan, but I would love to go. I hear it's fantastic.
What I'd give.
Guys, I can imagine this now. You know, it's about $1,500 for a flight, more than I have right now, that's for sure. But I can imagine going to the airport, waiting in the security line, getting on that plane. It's just a 14-hour flight. It's not that far. And then we're in Japan. And then we're there. And then we're walking around. We're going to the Hiroshima Carp. We're going to a museum. We're eating
Fish.
Teppanyaki.
We're eating beans, probably. Do they do beans over there? Probably do beans.
Oh, they love the Deans out there.
I heard they're big into sushi.
I believe it.
Big high fish culture. It's on my Dean bucket list, I'll tell you that.
Woo! Got a little bit of sweat, a little bit of yen. Guys, what a trip.
It was a good trip. I'm happy the channel's doing so well that we can do something like this.
There's one thing you want when you make a channel like this, and it's for the fans to support you.
I don't want to talk how much money we're making, but it's a lot.
Yeah, anyone got a favorite part of the trip? The fish. Don't get me wrong, the fish.
I didn't know sardines could be in so many forms. Raw, cooked, canned, you name it, they had it.
The carp game for me. That was also a treat.
A real treat. I just loved how there's so much fish theming around us.
Yeah. What are we working with today? Okay. Anyone who picked this up, by the way?
I picked this up a little keto yuzu straight from the Shikoku Prefecture. We're really excited. They're producing this special form of yuzu. They're saying it's the best tasting yuzu in the world, and I haven't tried it yet, but it's in this can, and we're going to get to find out. It's just so exciting.
My one concern right off the bat, I'm sure it's going to be great, but olive oil taste, that implies to me no olive oil. This is not a soybean can, right?
We'll have to translate the ingredients, but I think it's possible it's a translation thing, I went on their website, agonumura.jp, very professional website. They're all about quality, so it seems to me if they're about quality, wouldn't you be using a high-quality olive oil? I guess a good question is, this is a whole new region. This is Japanese sardines.
It's a whole new landscape.
I'm not even sure the species of this one. We might have to bring out the translator.
Whoa. Push comes to shove. Could you put a face in your mouth? Could you eat a face? Could it be done? Eyes? Everything? No? Yes?
Gang, I've got the translation here.
If you don't mind, Jack, what is the translation?
I'm seeing sardines. Seasoning.
Okay, that's big.
Seasoning. A little ambiguous.
They season stuff a little differently over there than we do here. That's for sure.
Could you give an example for the audience?
I like a variety of things, and I'm sure they use the same. For salt, I'm using salt.
Let me keep going here. I've got pickled in a liquid. That's what it says. Parentheses, olive oil.
Pickled.
You can pickle in oil.
Pickled in olive oil? I wonder if that's a translation thing.
I've pickled my fair share of onions.
Can you tell us the recipe for pickling onions?
Maybe 3/4 cup of vinegar. Some water. I don't remember how much. I think you heat it up on the stove for a little bit. like not quite boiling, but maybe boiling.
Okay.
You put it in a jar, put in some sliced onions.
What kind of onion?
Red onion, of course.
Red?
Yeah.
What if I use a Spanish onion or a white onion, or if I use a shallot, will this still work?
I'm sure it will, but I don't know why you would do that.
What is this? Is this a? Is this
I think that's the
I
yuzu.
believe that is a yuzu.
You know, I've had a little yuzu in my day. They describe yuzu between a cross between a lemon and a mandarin.
What is
You
a
know?
mandarin?
Very citrus heavy, orange flavor. There's been a lot of citrus in my life, and I haven't kept track of it all.
Oh yeah.
One more.
You don't want to lose liquids.
No. Of course, you know. I mean, I peed a lot on the plane, but
How much are you peeing? Do you have how much?
I don't even know. I couldn't.
You
even
don't
imagine.
know?
I think you should see someone.
I agree.
Good.
Guys, I don't know if I trust doctors. Yeah.
Why is that?
They're thinking they're right all the time. How am I supposed to know if they're right?
That is
Right.
true. I've heard that.
Also, I was in Japan. I saw a doctor there.
Oh.
I go to the doctor. I don't know what this guy is saying.
Was he speaking Japanese?
I wasn't hearing any arigato, I'll tell you that much. So anyways, I'm there, and he's telling me to stop. I'm trying to leave. I'm saying, guy, get out of my... Going, he's trying to take my sweat. And the guy wasn't done more.
You don't
And
share?
then I'm thinking, you want some. So I start pouring it, and I'm like, oh, sweat, huh?
He didn't take it.
No, I wouldn't let him.
Oh.
He seemed like he wanted the bottle. Honestly, a little greedy. But
He probably... You know what the issue was? He desperately needed the bottle. He knew you were only going to give a sip. That wasn't going to be enough. He needed all of it.
He wanted it all. I've been there. I'll be honest.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Let's crack into this can, huh?
yeah.
Let's do it. One last check before we do it. I always like to listen to the can. Shaking the can. I like to use all the senses. You can get a lot just by listening. So if everyone could be quiet just for a sec.
Some air in there.
Put
A little air.
Is that a good sign?
Let's see if you guys can hear.
One more.
Yeah, give me one more.
A little bit. Keep it going. A little more.
Okay, yeah, that's very...
No, we're not worried about breaking down the Deans in any way.
Well, hopefully I didn't shake it too hard. I mean, I guess we'll see. A good Dean should be able to handle something like that. It's getting transported globally.
Oh, should I go get a fork? Let me get a fork, actually. real quick.
Actually, sorry, I brought my special Dean's fork.
Whoa.
Wow.
2.5 ounces stainless steel. It's a good weight to it if anyone wants to hold it. It's the perfect size and perfect way to pierce into the fish.
It's got some heft.
That's for sure. So without further ado, I'll crack in. We have our classic, for an easier to pull, I believe that's up here set like this, and then this little reinforcement design here. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. I just one thing I want to make sure before we get in. Please follow directions if you can. So I think you pop. You
pop it and then you pull.
Yeah.
I've popped a few Dean cans in my day, but it's always good to check back in the basics, see if anything's changed.
Right.
Let's crack in. Okay, a little pullback. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a lot in there.
There's quite a bit. I'm noticing almost, I don't know what this is on the top. I guess maybe is this the yuzu? A very strong scent. I'll say this is a very strong scented can.
Whoa.
It's pungent.
It's very
invigorating,
pungent.
It's lifting.
I feel alive.
I think it's hard to say for sure, but I think we have like 2 Deans in here. These are quite big Deans.
Hold on, that's not enough for all of us.
But I mean, we can take bites. Like we said last time, we don't each have to have our whole Dean.
I'm just
I have a bite, you have a bite. This is just a tasting.
Right.
I don't know. I might want a little. We'll see who gets to it.
We'll see how
first,
good it
all
is,
I'm
of
saying.
course. I mean,
Just like the doctor.
It's like a slurry.
it's a mess in here. I won't lie. But
A lot of gut action. Shouldn't have shaken.
just because it's a mess doesn't mean it won't be good. Could this have been from the shaking? It's possible.
Last time we had the crackers, but I just want to reiterate to the fans: you don't always need the crackers. It's okay to raw the fish.
I agree. Yeah.
Sometimes the cracker, if anything, it inhibits the taste.
It could be distracting. Try a bite. Oh, very good. A lot of spine right there.
That's good, right?
Wow. A lot of spine.
Whoa. That's very interesting. I'm a fan.
You like it?
It's pretty good. I'm curious what you guys will say. It almost has smoky barbecued grill taste. You get a little bit of sourness. from the yuzu. Very salty. It's a blast of flavor.
A blast.
Wow.
Do you mind if I get in next?
Please, you might get.
Please.
I know. Whoa. Yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling out a couple pieces of fish. Take a bite.
Get in there.
What do you think? Almost like a roller coaster.
Oh man, pretty good. Yeah.
I don't want to speak for everyone. I'd say it was a pretty excellent can. I think we could agree on that.
You know, we've been doing this for a little while now. You know, we're having a can every week, every 2 weeks, however often it is. And at a certain point, you know, I've seen a lot of cans. I've seen some really great cans, some cans I would go on and on about. And this can, don't get me wrong, pretty good. That's it.
Guys, I think Jack's kind of lost sight of what we're doing here. You know, we've gotten success, which is good. He's seeing the Redbubble money. He's not seeing the products we're getting. There's a whole company behind this. There's a family behind this producing what I think is one of the best cans we've gotten on this show. And I just don't think you're showing the respect they deserve. What could be better about this can?
It's a little too funky. It's a little too crazy.
I think some people just have different fish profiles, and that's okay.
Sometimes you're out there on the... I haven't done this, I'm imagining. But you're out there on the water, you're throwing out a line, you're reeling it in. Right. That's what I want them to do, reel it in a little.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to be reeled in?
No, I want to reel it in. It's too much.
Oh,
reel it in.
Oh, you want them to reel it in?
I want them to reel it in.
You want them to reel it in?
I would like them to reel it in.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in this can. Hey, you guys might love that. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But...
4.7 out of 5. To me, it was picture perfect.
3.2 Deans out of 5 Deans for me.
That's not bad. That's above average.
You know, I've been called a lot of things before. I've been called Scrooge. I've been called the Simon Cowell of the Dean's cast. I see myself as a pretty optimistic guy.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I think, the negative scores is what drives up our views. And I think that influences you. That's all I'll say.
Come on, don't be personal like that.
That's all I'll say.
Come on.
I'm not going to address that.
You know...
I have nothing to say about that.
You know, I was going to try a Dean, but, with that...
You need to have a Dean.
No.
You didn't have a Dean last time.
Well,
You're never having the Deans. You're always finding an excuse every week.
No, guys. I love the fish. I really do. In all forms.
Well, it would be nice if you showed a little appreciation to the fans and showed them you love the fish.
God. Well, sorry, sometimes I enjoy the sweat more. What's a man gonna do without his sweat? You guys love the sweat too, no? I could not touch that Dean today. In fact, I won't touch it. In fact, I won't even look at it.
Well, Veg, can you have it at least? I mean, come on.
It smells like fish, bro.
That's fair.
You sure? I thought it was pretty good.
That sounds mid. That doesn't sound good.
Can you give it a score on smell alone?
I think it's worse than the last one.
I think we need to learn to appreciate the fish. That's all I'll say.
What are we doing?
Yeah, we don't always get along.
Come on, right?
We're all friends.
We're all friends,
It's true.
We might have different opinions on the fish, but at the end of the day, you know what we are?
What's
a school. Wow. And we grew up in the same school. You can't change that. You really can't.
We're
like this. Trying
Each
to pull us
one of
apart.
these fingers is one of us.
You can't pull it apart.
We're bigger than the Deans.
It's like the spine.
And I love you guys. I love the Deans. I love sardines. More than maybe anything. And I'm just, it's the greatest dream come true for me to be on the show. Whoa.
That'd be great.
That would have been great.
Wow. I mean, at this point, let's just crack into the beats, Jack. You want to pull those out?
I hope you got something good because it's been a bummer of an episode so far.
Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't. Earlier when I said I had some. I looked at those prices. I only got these. Okay.
I'm upset. These fish are so pretty. It just feels almost
well,
bad.
episode 3 will be out soon. I'm not gonna make it. It's great to give them the money. But we're trying. Yeah, I'm trying it. I know, at least I'm trying.
Clearly you're not. You didn't get any.
I'm working a couple jobs. Thanks for watching. I'm sure we'll have some exciting stuff for you next time.
Please actually subscribe.